Hello everyone and welcome back to Decks and Dials. So it's been about a week or so since the sale period of the Secret Lair Walking Dead is now officially over. So now if you want to buy it you have to go to the secondary market, and unfortunately, as I predicted, it's now gone up in price. So people who are already placed large orders are now trying to resell these orders on other websites for much more than they were originally worth. But again, I don't think that anybody should buy these products, and the fact that they're going up in value doesn't change that. Because ultimately, if you don't need these products, if you don't necessarily want to play with them yourself, and you don't want to support these kinds of products coming from Wizards in the future, then you shouldn't touch it anyways. But to make sure that you don't feel bad about missing out, this video I want to talk to you about something that I picked up for the same amount of money that the Secret Lairs were originally being sold for. So this is for Europe. They were listed on the Wizards website for 55 euros. And I bought basically 55 euros worth of, I think, much more worthwhile products. And this is 55 euros shipped right to my door. So the Secret Lairs would have been even more, because I'm not sure if they included shipping in that original price or not. But either way, so this is 55 shipped, and I think that these products provide a much better value if you're interested in actually playing the game, right? If you're just interested in speculating, maybe not, but if you actually want to play with these cards, I think that you'll find these are more worthwhile. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and then we can unpack them together. So here's what I've got. So to let you know ahead of time, so these are the two Commander decks that came with the Zendikar Rising and the pre-release pack. So these contain 6 Zendikar Rising booster packs and a code for 6 of them for Arena. So that's a pretty good value if you play Arena. And these are really a crazy value. So they actually, at the time when they were announced, the overall value of the cards in here, if you were to add it up, was about $100 in each deck. And considering that these two decks came for 30 euros together, I think that's a crazy good value. Now, since they've been released, of course, the value has gone down, because now that these cards are easily accessible in these decks, their value on the market is of course lower, but that doesn't detract away from the fact that, well, if they were valued so highly initially, that means that they're actually good cards to play with. So let's open these up one at a time, and we'll see what we have. Hopefully we don't have any kind of issues. Let's do that right now. Let's see what we've got here. Sorry about the awkwardness. I'm not used to doing any kind of unboxing videos. This is actually the first for me. So let's see what we've got. Just some plastic. We've got our foil Commander. Let's have a look. Looking very nice. And this is the deck that is all about the landfall effects, right? So I believe this is red, green, and white. So I really like playing with those colors. Actually, my favorite colors are probably black, white, and green. But yeah, this is almost there, because frankly, I think the landfall mechanic is really great. And in general, I think Zendikar Rising was really good mechanics-wise, because I love landfall, I love kicker, and I think that the whole theme of flexibility that they have with the flip lands is really great, because nothing feels, worse than drawing poorly and just being screwed by bad luck. Because if you lose because your opponent is doing something cool, that's all right in my opinion, because it's still a part of the game and it's fun. Whereas bad luck, I mean, obviously it's also part of the game, but it's an unfortunate part of the game in my opinion. And yeah, I think that all of these mechanics that basically try to neutralize the element of luck and make the game more reliable for you, I think are really great. I think, okay, this is just, I guess, the pack of all the tokens that come with the deck. Yeah, I'm not going to bother opening it up now. I'm just interested in seeing what is in here. Okay, guess we have a quick Guide to Commander. We have our life counter. We have a deck box. Fantastic. So I'm not going to go through the decks now, because I think that going through all the initial card values isn't that useful, because I think the value will continue to fluctuate. And as I said, these essentially the composition of these decks are, you can look it up online. I'll leave the links below in the description. I think that these are really, really good value decks if you're actually interested in playing Commander. And again, you don't have to play this deck exactly as it is. I'll open up the other deck in the meantime. You can actually use this as a starting base, and then add other cards that you might have from from other formats, and make this even better. So I think this is a great starting point, and I think it's cool that they give you essentially everything that you need, right? You have the deck, you have a deck box to keep it in, you've got the counter, and as I said, the cards in the deck, the fact that the value is going down as more of these are hitting the market, I don't think it's that big of a deal, because they're going down because these decks are, available on the market, and it's not RNG, right? These are pre-constructed decks, so you can get these very easily, and that's why the price is going down. It's not a reflection of how good these cards are actually to play with, because if you want to look at that, you have to look at the initial price, right? When all of these cards, or rather before these decks were released into the open market, and the price then was, as I said, over $100. So that's a much better indication of how good these cards are actually to play with, and obviously they're pretty good. So again, we have the main deck, we have the tokens that we need, and I guess we have the wheel. Where's the wheel in here? Yeah, I think the wheel is in here along with the deck box. Anyways, you get the idea. So let's move on to the pre-release pack. As I said, I think that these are a really, really great value if you play Arena. If you don't, it's maybe not that great of a value. Obviously, buying an entire booster box is the best value in terms of the cost per booster pack. But if you play Arena, you don't get anything for that. If you're just buying a regular booster box, whereas here you actually do get something, and considering the state of the world at the moment, you're probably not playing too much paper Magic, whereas Arena definitely is something that's quite easily available, and it might be the most convenient way to play at the moment. So let's see what we've got. Okay, let's see, we've got our Forsaken Monument. Very nice. We've got an actual Mythic as our promo card. So, as I said, you get 6 regular draft booster box. You've got a code to get 6 packs for Arena. Now, I'm going to use this before I upload, so don't waste your time trying this code. But I've got a video that I want to do next where I'll talk about the new Arena starter sets, where the code actually works for 2 people, and I'll use one of them, and the other I'll let the first person who actually goes through the trouble of putting it in, I'll let them get those decks if they haven't already. If you already have those decks, don't bother trying, because those are 1 activation per account. Anyway, so good hit on the promo card. It's good to get a Mythic right off the bat. We've got our code. Let's see, we've got some guides. We've got a little divider, maybe, for a deck box. Interesting. I don't know why that's there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs. So let's open them up and see what we get. I have to warn you, I'm not Rudy. I'm not a pro at opening up packs, because I don't do it nearly as much as he does. But hopefully it's not too slow. Now I'm not gonna slow roll anything. I'm just gonna go through them because I want to know what I get. Let's see here. Okay, let's see at our commons. It's not too bad. Ooh, we've got a nice flip land as our rare, and it's one of the better ones actually, because I think the being able to copy other creatures is a pretty cool ability, and the fact that it's on the backside of a land is even better, right? So if you draw it early and you need land, you play it as a land, and if you draw it late, you can actually use it for the mana cost of the spell and copy something. So that's a great hit. Let's see, we've got a foil common, And we've got a forest. Okay, let's go to the next one. I'm not good at this. Alright, let's see what we've got. Let's go through the commons. Okay, our rares. Another flipland. That one is okay, I guess. The creature side of the card is pretty overcosted, but again, comes on the back side of a land, so that's a bit more flexibility, so that sort of makes up for it. And we've got a Master of Winds as our rare, no foil, and we've got a Plains card. Let's see what we got next. Okay, let's go through our comments really quickly. Nothing too exciting. Ooh, we've got the, what are they called? The alt art common there. Uncommons. Ooh, another flipland. Counter, okay. I mean, I think a lot of times the opponent will be able to override this, but so you've got to be careful to make sure that you're only casting this if they don't have any spare mana available. Ooh, Skyclave Shade. That's a really great card. I actually use it in one of my favorite decks in Arena at the moment, so I'll be trying definitely to build that in a paper version, so that's good to have. And we've got a island and a beast token. Not too bad. At least the cards that we're getting are pretty useful in the kinds of decks that I like to play. Especially the blue fliplands. Might stick them right into that blue-black commander deck, actually. I've got a whole bunch of blue cards from older formats that I have, and I'll definitely be adding those to it and see if it works out or not. Might not, but you know, you never know. I'll give it a shot next time that I'm actually able to play Commander, and who knows when that will be. Okay, let's see our uncommons. Oh, man, we're getting a lot of these fliplands in the uncommon slot. I really like that because I really think that that's a good part of the flavor of this set, and I actually really like this set, so yeah, I'm really glad to have these. I think the flexibility is great, and you know, just flavor-wise, it's all about lands, right? So good to have. Ooh, this can go right into my Orzhov life gain deck, so this might be good. There's a bunch of clerics in there already, so I think that might work well in there. We've got a swamp, so we've only gotten the one foil common, so that's a little bit disappointing. I was hoping to maybe get a foil rare or something, or at least a foil uncommon. But, you know, we're still getting pretty decent cards, so at least cards that I'm going to find useful in the kind of decks that I like to build. And I think that's the most important part. A lot of people kind of get carried away with the whole, oh, what's the financial value of this? But ultimately, personally, ooh, another alternate art card. I'm, you know, primarily interested in actually building decks and playing. Another one. I think that, I might be wrong, but I think every single pack we've gotten one of these fliplands. Interesting. I wonder if that's something that is basically set for the draft packs, because actually this is something that I've never actually seen addressed, but from watching a couple of opening videos, I don't think any of the theme booster packs have any of the fliplands, right? So obviously they have a whole bunch of uncommons, and not once have I seen someone get a flipland uncommon. So I think that if you're interested in those, then definitely don't get theme boosters. You know, okay, this is a pretty good card. As I said, I like green, I like white, and this draws you 2 lands. You know, what's not to like? And it's fairly costed. I mean, it's a 4/4 for 4, right, which is pretty vanilla, right? But hey, it draws you 2 lands, not bad. Right, another island, pretty worthless. I don't know why they put these ad cards in here. It's like, hey, do you want to play some Magic? No, I don't. I just bought these accidentally. Come on, Wizards. Stop trying to advertise to us the product that we are already opening. I mean, what's the point? Just, I think they should put tokens instead of the instead of ad cards all the time. I think it happens usually 50-50, but honestly, I don't see the point of the ad cards. Just put tokens in there if you don't want to give us an actual card to play. Okay, let's go through the comments. Nothing terribly exciting because these are comments. Ooh, again, good for my Orzhov Life Gain deck. And again, another Flipland. I really like this tendency. I think it's good that they're including these at such a high rate. Let's see, Archon of Emeria. Probably not going to use this in my decks, but not the worst card. And another common, another foil common. Not the most exciting opening, but not too bad either. So, as I said, remember, this game is ultimately about playing it, I think, not about speculation. A lot of people think of it as like an investment type product that, oh, I'm going to buy all of these cards and invest in them, and in 10 years they'll be worth something. I don't think that that's a really great approach, because you are paying a price for locking up, especially if you're putting in a lot of money. Remember, that money is then unavailable to you for use in something else, like, actually investing in the stock market, putting something into your pension accounts. So I don't think that this game is a good way to, or rather that investment is a good way to look at these kinds of card products. I mean, obviously it is possible to make money that way. All the people that watch Rudy's channel are probably screaming at the top of their lungs right now that how I'm wrong and how I don't understand anything about finances. And that's true. I'm not an expert in finances, but I think personally, even if you take Rudy's philosophy, at his word, and, as he says, you got to hold on to this kind of stuff for, 5 to 10 years to see any kind of good profit or to make it worthwhile. I mean, do you really want to lock your money up and not have it be available to you for other investment opportunities, or even, if something happens to you, right? What if you have some kind of an emergency? What if, you need emergency car repairs? I'd rather not lock up my money in a way that's very difficult to liquidate quickly, because, if it's in stocks, I can sell them very easily with like one button from my banking app, right? I might lose money that way, but at least I can do it quickly, and I'm probably not going to lose too much, right? Whereas if you try to sell magic cards quickly, you're pretty much guaranteed to take a hit, because you're going to have to undercut everybody in order to sell something quickly. So I don't think it's a good idea to look at it through that lens. Obviously, if you're somebody like Rudy and you have an actual store and you have a way to sell these yourself, then it probably makes much more sense. But for, a regular person like me, I don't really look at it as an investment, and I don't think that most players should either. So that's it from me for this video. I'm going to talk about a couple of other products as well, but I think the next video will actually be about watches. So it is decks and dials, and I think that the next video will be about this watch right here. I treat it as a dress watch, although it's probably more like a sports watch, but I'll tell you why I love it, what are maybe some downsides of it, and why I think that if you run across this for the right price, you should definitely grab it. It's my Orient, and I love it to death. All right, see y'all next time.